Hi everyone, just basically working away on a couple of boxes of flies at the moment, and one of the main questions well, I'm answering in this video is there a simple midge pattern, adult midge, dry fly? This is it really. It's a kind of all round type pattern. It's one I would fish the trout fishery years ago, even the river. It was very good for obviously adult midge, especially the early season, the larger ones, the black or grey boy as we call them. It was also very good for like gnats. It was good for hawthorn. It could basically a multitude of flies, and black always works. The rib in this one is orange. It could be red, it could be silver. I would have them tied in different, and even green. Holographic was a good. So you just messed about. Pearl was obviously another one. So you'd either have pearl, red, orange, green, silver, gold. Pick the colour, and it worked basically everywhere. So this is the basic, very basic. It's just an F-fly, simple as that. Hook choice is up to yourself. I'm using the white gape here. Basically this is equivalent to a size 14 in shank length, but in gape it's equivalent to a size 12. So this is a Short Shank Special. Thread, I'm just using the uni thread 80 in black. As I say, it is really simple. Now you can use like an ultra yarn, a dry or something, like anything, if you don't have CDC. And I've actually got something like that. Now I'm just using up, well basically you can see here, I don't know if you can see that. I mean I've had this spool for a long time. This is a UTC, it's a medium sized holographic, but through time it's actually perished a wee bit, but I've got a lovely silver line coming through it. And so silver and orange is a good blend, so I'm just going to use it up. See what's, I mean we tie a few with it. It just happens, it just sometimes does that, it sometimes sticks, especially some of the holographics. But I mean I've had that spool for, gosh, 20 years, a long time. Body wise, it could up to yourself, but I'm using Full and Mill, this one, so it's a black UV, which is a great colour for midge. It's got a lovely blend and it's easy to use. Now the body wise, I mean you can be quite thin, you can be quite thick, it's up to yourself. If you want it a bit bushier for the hill locks, which I may do at times, is just to make it a wee bit more leggy like. But if you're doing midge, probably the best thing to do is to keep it quite thin. Now I'm taking it up to about, say, 2/3 of the way. And then what I'm going to do to protect it, I'm just going to rub the back of the tinsel with some super glue. You can use varnish. And what happens obviously when you wind it up, it sticks. You can see that nice silver orange kind of blend. It's fine. So you're only going to get maybe, what, 3-4 turns. Stroking back the fibres here. Now for the wing, I'm using natural CDC. So the CDC feathers, these are kind of medium sized CDC. Now, as I say, you could use the ultra dry yarn or Polypro or some of these fibres, the synthetic fibres, they'll still float a fly. You want to obviously slightly by the bend of the hook. Tie it on the top. Let me make sure I wax my thread, make sure there's plenty of grip at this point. Trim away. Give yourself plenty of room up at the head, because you could give you the option of putting a hackle on here, or you could I'm just using the dubbing. That's fine, so you can see I've got a good space. Looks a bit bulky looking, but we'll sort that out. Legs, pre-knotted pheasant tail. I've got 4 legs, I think that's plenty. So 2 either side. the wing. I like to use the wing, it helps to keep them open. Just use them, separate them. I don't usually have them too long. Just to the back, like that's fine. And use obviously the wing and the hook to separate them. Trim these away. Okay, and a wee bit of wax on the thread. Make sure they're secure. Practically at the head, I'm going back to the same dubbing I used in the body. This time I'm going to put it on a bit looser. Now you could, as I say, put a hackle in front. There's nothing wrong with doing that, it'll help. But the disc dubbing, you can get it to give the impression of a good thorax, head of the fly. So I'm working my way up towards the wing, stretching the dubbing out. I'm going to come back through practically with the bare thread, get to the eye, to stroke back any fibres going forward, take away any excess. And just 3 or 4 turns. I'm showing my thread. And then we're going to whip finish. Just watch you don't catch too many fibres. I don't mind catching the odd one, but if you can miss them, it's good. It's fine when it's rough and ready. Gives you a nice leggy like. You can see the orange silver look. As I say, just have a few tied. It's just the silver, or pearl's good obviously. Red's obviously good, I know it as well. I'm just lightly bringing out some of the dubbing. There we go. Good all round pattern. I represent the adult midge, I represent, as I say, the hawthorn, any terrestrial type, which there are plenty of black flies around, this will do. And then obviously tie them in different sizes. This is, I say, it's equivalent to a 14, though the gape is equivalent to a size 12. It's a good hook for that. So there we are, simple adult midge, CDC version obviously, simple pattern to tie and very effective. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and again, thanks for watching.